What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the N2 Geek Podcast on a very special episode. Joining me, as always, is Chase.
Hello.
And I'm Andrew. And it is football season, man.
Dun 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 dun
Dun dun dun dun. Yeah. Today's our fantasy 2021-22 episode. We're gonna help you with some sleepers and some other stuff because we are geeky, but I think fantasy football might be like the only cool thing that we do
it's
still.
not though. It's geeky.
It's not. It's just kind of funny.
You ask like a girl, like, "Oh, you like Marvel movies?" Like she might say, "Yeah," but you're like,
Yeah.
I'm into fantasy football. She's like, "You fucking
nerd.
loser."
You're never hitting this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chase and I mean, my currently, I think this is like year 8 or something.
Yeah,
Something like that. Unfortunately, Chip is back-to-back winner, right?
No, Cheesy won it.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. But Chip is the second time as a winner.
Yeah.
And Allison has been holding on to the fact that she's the only person to have won twice.
Yeah.
And she hasn't won since year 2, man. It's been.
She won the first 2 years.
Her dominance is over. It was a rain.
Luck
has run out.
Actually, what happens? I just stopped helping her.
You should pick this guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get into all that. We also have a mock draft ready for you. But before you can do anything, let's play the intro because we're back on YouTube for the first time in forever. I'm very excited though. It's gonna be great. But before we do that, just quickly, the second episode of What If I thought was a lot better than the first episode.
It was a lot. It was fun. I mean, both of them were good. Both are good.
It was just it was kind of cool to see what T'Challa would have done if he had been abducted or whatever. And it's just a radically different space.
Yeah. I mean, everything's changed. There's some things I think I would have done a little differently.
Okay.
I think I would have liked it a little bit better if they would have gone back to Earth and his parents thought he was abducted by another country or something. So Wakanda's taking over Earth.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I thought that would have been cool. And then I read this, and I thought this actually would have been really cool. When he was fighting the Collector and stuff, he had all those weapons, and because of everything he's done, he's changed Thanos stuff.
Yeah,
he would be worthy to pick up Thor's hammer.
Oh, funny.
And you could have had him with Captain America.
I like that.
That would have been fun.
That'd have been cool. Yeah. But no, I mean, I thought it was funny that he turn around Thanos.
Yeah,
it's such a small joke, but it's so funny. And then everybody that Thanos meets, he tries to convince it's not genocide. It's random.
It's
great.
It's all random.
Yeah. So that was fun.
So funny.
I don't know. Was Del Toro the voice?
Yes, he was.
It sounded different.
I was kind of curious because I was wondering because Gamora looked really different.
Yeah. She had hair actually.
If it was supposed to be her or they couldn't get the actress to play Gamora.
No, I mean, that sounded like Karen Gillan.
It was, but I'm saying they went after Gamora first. And then they're
funny.
She was like, "No, I'm not going to do it." So Karen was just "Okay, change her to Gamora." That's why her hair's long. So I was
funny
curious.
stuff. Okay, that's enough of that nerd shit. Let's get into some other nerd stuff. But before we can do that, we got to set the tone.
Sports Center, the place for sports.
Nice.
That's not really a good time.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to get into our sleepers and our busts. These are players that you should aim for and players that you should avoid. Do you want to do sleepers first or busts first?
See, I think my busts are pretty big. So
let's do busts first.
Okay.
Then, since that'd be fun. Did you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
My first, if you listened to us last year, it should be no surprise what my first thing is going to be, and that is quarterback. But specifically, Lamar Jackson. Do not touch Lamar Jackson unless he falls to you in the 6th round. If you take him, because last year, I think even if he had gone in the 5th last year, it was still not good value. A lot of people took him 2nd round, maybe 3rd or whatever, but he was a top 15 pick because he was so good his first year, and he just fell off a cliff.
I mean, we said there's no way he could keep that up.
And not only that, but he doesn't believe in COVID. And whether you do or don't, the rules in the NFL they're going to sit your ass down. He's gotten it twice already. He said he's not getting the fucking vaccine. So he's not even going to play all the games. So I just would not go near him unless he falls to you in the 6th round. He's not going to return value. I mean, like last year, Aaron Rodgers went round 9 or so, and he was one of the he was the MVP of the league. I mean, quarterback is you can find heavy hitters later. Yeah. Look for those guys. Do not waste a top pick on Lamar Jackson. Who's your first bust?
My first bust is Saquon Barkley.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually seeing this
projected like 3rd, 4th overall. Well, sometimes I mean
top 10.
But like he's people were taking him.
Yeah.
I don't think like I'm thinking 3rd round at best. Like,
wow,
I would not even take him the 2nd. Like the offensive line is horrible in New York. The quarterback is still young.
Yeah,
his feet still wet. Like he's not great. He's never really stayed healthy. Like he always kind of gets hurt.
Because his line isn't good.
Yeah, exactly. So
and he runs. Yeah.
I mean, every year the person is excited. They take him, and then every year that person usually comes like 2nd to last.
Yeah, that person's Allison.
Yeah, that person's out. So
no, I mean, like I think that there are a lot of concerns. Because he had a great rookie year. And he got hurt, and then he got hurt again. And
that team is not good.
Yeah, your 1st round pick, it needs to hit. If it does not hit, you are playing behind the 8 ball the entire damn league. So your 1st round pick, you need to make sure it's going to be consistent and can get you 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're playing with. I mean, like there was like 2 years in a row where I had the 1st pick, and I drafted Le'Veon Bell, I think, and then the next year I drafted, I forget who it was, but then that person got hurt, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" So for two straight years, I had no 1st round pick, and it was brutal. It's so hard.
Allison did it 1 year. She drafted someone 1st overall.
Yeah.
But I think she like last year, kind of like her team wasn't really great, but she had Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
But she picked up Mike Davis right after.
Yeah.
And Mike Davis did good enough where it didn't kill you.
Yeah.
It didn't kill you.
It was her other picks that like you killed her.
Yeah, exactly.
My second
it was Wentz.
Carson
Wentz.
Damn you, internet. My second bust is Julio Jones. This is a person that I think you're going to see the name. It's round 5. And you're going to go, oh my God, it's Julio Jones in round 5. This is a fucking steal. He has been injured for 3 straight years. There's a reason he got moved, and why a guy like Calvin Ridley and like Russell Gage were able to just come right in, pick up all those extra targets and balls, whatever. Julio Jones might have a couple like of okay weeks, but just like last year when I said don't take David Johnson, and then his first week was his only good week.
Yeah.
But thank God, because it would have looked terrible. But his first week he looked great.
I mean, he was okay. He had some decent weeks.
He was not round 2 though.
No, he was not.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Julio Jones. If he falls to around 8, okay, yeah, take him.
Yeah.
If he's your wide receiver 3 or 4,
I mean,
okay.
I could understand someone taking them if they go heavy on running backs, and then by the time they need wide receivers, he's one of the better ones.
If he is your wide receiver 1, you're going to lose your league. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, it's over for you.
But like if it's round 5 or 6, like he could be your 2nd or 3rd, and that might be okay.
I would maybe take
if he's
him
your number 1
as my 3rd wide receiver or my flex. In no world am I happy if he's my 2. Like because your wide receiver 2 needs to get you about 15 points a game. You're hoping. Julio Jones might hit 15 4 times all year, so it's like,
I mean, he's not a touchdown guy. I don't know what it is. He can catch all day. But.
He's in Tennessee. It's a run heavy.
That's true.
It's got Derrick Henry, and Brown is already much better than him. So I just don't know how many balls are going to go his way, whatever. And so that becomes a very touchdown dependent spot, which he's not been good at for the last couple of years. I just would not even go for him. Who's your next bust?
My next bust is Joe Mixon.
Oh, that dude! You do not let Joe Mixon.
That dude gets hurt every single year,
and
like every year they're like, "Well, his first 2 games were good, so 2nd round talent." Like he's not 2nd round. Like if it was, I don't know. I wanted to take him unless like I've already got my running backs, I've already drafted my wide receivers.
So like round 6 or something.
I mean, because
that's ludicrous.
He's gonna get hurt, and his backup sucks. It's like,
okay. Well, they to argue here. They just got rid of Gio Bernard, so all that is out of his way. So
I mean, he was never in the way. Like I think last year
he took a lot of his like passing work though. So it's like
he didn't play. He played like 3 games last year, man. Like he literally like had a 45er.
His second year, it was very good.
He had a 45-point game last year,
yeah,
and then that was it.
I think if healthy, he has top 10 potential
Yes.
as running back.
If pigs could fly.
But a lot of players are very okay. Would you rather have Barkley or Mixon?
Oh God. I don't even know. That's so
It's
bad.
like, you're like it's round 3, somehow both are there. You're like, oh my God.
I gotta choose one. I'm going wide receiver. I think I'd rather go Barkley.
I think so too. My last bust is going to shock you a little bit.
Okay.
That is Adam Thielen.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know that sounds weird. He has not been good since being moved out of the slot.
He was really good last year.
He was okay last year. He was not third round good last year, which is where he was taken. So I feel like basically all of my busts are round dependent. Like obviously if Adam Thielen falls to you in like 6 or 7, then that's awesome. Amazing value.
That's amazing.
But I wouldn't even
let him get past 5.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I would not take him as your wide receiver 2 either. I just do not see it. Justin Jefferson is a monster. Irv Smith is supposed to get more work. I think Dalvin Cook is going to get like more work.
I don't think he's getting more work. He's gotten enough work.
Yeah, I don't trust Kirk Cousins. Like, I
don't not trust Kirk Cousins. I don't trust their coach. He loves to run the ball.
Yeah.
So there's games where like they throw the ball 10 times.
Yeah. I mean, like back when it was more pass heavy and Thielen was in the slot, he was getting 8 catches a game. He was just getting like 24 points a game. He was a league winner. And now I think he's still living on that. And I just don't trust him. So, I mean, like, I think
he was better last year than you think he was.
Maybe. But
I
think his name value is what is selling you right now from 3 years ago, back when he was good.
I think I had him then.
Who's your last up?
My last one, this might surprise you. Najee Harris.
Wow, that does surprise me, actually.
It's surprising. The reason why we had a trend of Saquon Barkley that first year just killed it. Ezekiel Elliott that first year killed it. And like people are now just moving up on these rookie.
That's fair.
To the first and like second round. And it usually doesn't work like that. And I think Pittsburgh's line's not that great. We saw Ben Roethlisberger get just slapped around all last year. They had like 3 different running backs. None of them were any good last year.
That's why they drafted Harris.
But I mean, like, I don't think it's them. I think their offensive line is garbage. And I think that I just don't think he's second round. Like, I would not take him second. If he's your first,
I would definitely take him second round. It was funny is that people are mad about Clyde Edwards-Helaire last year.
Exactly. That's another person.
Right? But what's funny is that like he had a good year.
But the thing is, it wasn't.
I know. It was because he kept going the first round. He rushed for over 1,100 yards. So he didn't have a bad year.
I think he will have a decent year. I don't think it's first, second round. I don't think I think maybe you get 4 games of over 20 points.
I think that you hate running backs. I think that's what it is.
No, I think you'll get 4 games of over 20 points. That's it.
4 games of over 20 points. All right. And then 10 games at 15 points.
Nah, not that much.
All right, let's move on to our
I'll probably get hurt too.
Yeah, probably. Let's move on to our sleepers. These are guys that we think that you should aim for later in the draft. They have really great value. You go first. I went first on the bus.
My first one is Mike Davis. He's the running back for Atlanta. Yeah. He's going late.
A lot of value.
Oh, yeah, he's going like late 6th round.
Yeah.
I'm a big wide receiver guy, so like that's a guy.
you aim for those middle of the back.
Like I like those, and like I mean, he's the only guy in Atlanta.
Yeah,
like nobody. You're not going to name another running back.
That's fair.
He is it, and like
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, he's a great running back. But I'm saying like, I think he can catch, he can run. I think he'll be fine. I think he can get you good 15. I think he's a good 15-point guy, and when you're getting a running back in the 6th round, if he can get you 15 points,
sure.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like there's always value in getting like the main workhorse for a team. I mean, like whether it's running back or a receiver or something. I mean, like it might not be a sexy pick, but there's something to be said for a person who's going to get like 20 touches a game still. So exactly. My first is more general, and that is wide receiver. Year 2 wide receivers. There are so many in this draft. I was trying to pick out a couple. Specifically, I really like, Chase Claypool, Brandon Ayuk.
I hate Chase Claypool. He screwed me last year.
Henry Ruggs. There's Jerry Jeudy. There's CeeDee Lamb. Like those are the guys that I try to aim, which is why I always go running back heavy early on because you can get some of those guys who could be like league winners that are like a year 2 guys, whatever. But let's talk about Brandon Ayuk. He might be the best pass catcher next to like George Kittle, I guess, or whatever, but he's going to be their big play guy. The problem is that we don't know if it's going to be Garoppolo or, like Trey Lance.
Yeah.
But Trey Lance in the first game has shown off, he has an arm, even though he's doing other things kind of bad, but he's going to have really big game potential. But I would assume that Garoppolo is going to start there, but I think Brandon Ayuk he's getting a little bit of a hype right now, but you can get him around 6 or so, maybe around 7. And that's like a wide receiver 3 for you. He's got big upside. He was very good in his first year. I would definitely target him if you get a chance.
Yeah, I like him a lot too. He's good. My next one is actually one of your boys.
Okay.
I'm going to go Jarvis Landry.
Oh.
I think ODB is going to get hurt. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. But he is like the workhorse catch guy in Cleveland. And you can get him round 9, sometimes round 10. And I mean, the only thing that's kind of eluded him, he just doesn't catch as many touchdowns. But like
PPR
he gets,
leagues.
in PPR, he's getting the catches. And, if 1 or 2 things break and he gets a couple more touchdowns, he could really be worth way more that value.
I mean, as a Browns fan, I obviously love Landry. I just don't think that there's as much work there now because there's so many mouths now, right? And so, like, when Odell comes back, it's going to be like Jarvis Landry, Austin Hooper, Odell Beckham, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb.
That guy's a bust. Austin Hooper,
he's not a
he's
bust.
Had so much potential.
He does other things like they
blocks well.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's part of the reason why like our line is so damn good.
Yeah, you got a good line.
But so I think Landry, if he's like a wide receiver 4 for you, I think
he wouldn't. It's round 9. I hope I'm not.
Yeah, and then and then
that's
it
like
becomes
wide
very
receiver 6 for me. Okay, it's round 9.
Yeah, I mean, so like if you're getting him as like a guy to go on your bench or sometimes your flex, then he becomes very game. So then it's like, okay, the Browns are playing against the
Raiders.
Exactly. And then you can toss him in there and stuff. Yeah. So I think he's a very safe pick.
I think it's safe, and he's I think a good bye week filler. He's I just think like he has the potential. I think he's going to shoot up more. Like I think this year he's actually going to be like a top 25 wide receiver.
Wow, that would be huge.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
I think he's going to catch more touchdowns this year.
All right, then. My next one is Michael Carter, the running back for the Jets. He is the best runner. It will take some time, but it's like last year when I said to take Dobbins. Dobbins eventually won it out or whatever. And Dobbins is another player that I think might have like a really big year or whatever. Now that
the Baltimore guy?
Yeah.
J.K.
Dobbins. Now that Murray's gone finally. Yeah. Michael Carter was awesome in college. He had back-to-back seasons over like 1,000 yards rushing. Piron's not better than him, so it's like, I would not be shocked if after like a few games.
Their quarterback looks not the best.
Zach Wilson.
But so hopefully like they do run the ball. So taking a guy like him, like they're not gonna put it in Michael Wilson's hands. So
yeah,
hopefully Carter can lead.
So Carter, I think if you can stash him for a few weeks or whatever, I think he could be like RB2 potential. A
lot of times that's how the rookie. Like it's a piece of advice is like rookies around like week 5 or 6 start trying to make trades for him because like even last year. A lot of the rookies, it takes them a while kind of just to break out.
Well,
so, even J.K. Dobbins, it took him a little bit.
It did. But a few years ago, the first year for like Nick Chubb, in front of him was like Frank Gore. And so, but like Chubb would get like 4 or 5 carries a game and would get like 70, 80 yards on a touchdown because he had such breakaway potential versus the Raiders in week 4. Yeah. He had 4 carries and 3 of those were fucking touchdowns. It was insane. And then like the next week that they finally cut Gore because Nick Chubb was so damn good. You had to like to take off the like breakers.
Is Gore still in the league?
Dude, he just lives on forever. I don't know, man. Like, he just never stops playing football. And then
his rookie year was 2006. That was the first year I actually played fantasy football.
That's hysterical.
And I drafted him.
Wow.
It was one of my late, yeah, he was playing for the Niners. I won that.
He has like in 2 helmets. He's like a forehead and this is one. My last I'm sorry, no, you're next,
my next one, I'm taking a veteran.
Okay.
Another kind of Landry guy, Cole Beasley. I think he's just like I'm saying.
Boo.
I think this is a guy you're getting around 9 or 10, and he's going to be a filler guy for you.
He's
Like,
such a douchebag.
but oh yeah, Cole Beasley's a douche.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. But I'm saying like this is. I mean, the only worry is he might get COVID. Like that's the only downside. to it.
Yeah.
But it's round 10. You're taking.
No, I agree.
and I mean, the guy like he
I
put up
agree.
great numbers.
He
Like,
did.
Allen throws
Yeah.
the ball a lot. He's going to
Him
be
and Josh
better
Allen are
this
very,
year.
very good together.
So
The problem is that like he's going to get COVID.
yeah,
at
he's
some
going to
point.
get COVID. But he's your 5th wide receiver.
Yeah,
So.
but no, I agree. In like a PPR or whatever,
Yeah.
Tim and Josh Allen are awesome together. That's another like. So
I
like
mean,
if
it's
you
so
go,
late too.
yeah, if it's a late and you're trying to find somebody, he has really good upside or whatever. I think so. Like that's like a really solid pick.
So when we do this mock draft, are we going to take any of these guys?
Yeah, none
No.
of them. My final one is another veteran, or is a veteran because
Yeah.
my first 2 guys are very young, and that is Tom Brady. I think if you can get him around round 8 or something, there's no reason that he shouldn't throw almost 4,000 yards and like 35 touchdowns or something or whatever another year in that offense. I think he is super safe. And you can get him and he's going to be like a possible top 5 quarterback. You can load up on your other positions in the first like 6 or 7 rounds and then take him late. I would much rather have him over like a Jalen Hurts, Stafford, maybe even like him or like, Russell Wilson's close to me.
I think Wilson's better, but I will say I do like Tom Brady's schedule better. The Tampa Bay actually has kind of an easy schedule this year.
Of course they do. It's Tom Brady.
Like they do, and that's one reason why I did the Bills. I like Cole Beasley and I like dude from the Browns because they actually have easier schedules this year. So like,
well, like our I think like either like our beginning or our middle is kind of tough, and then like the back half is kind of easy or whatever.
Like I did a little research and I was like looking like the 10 best offenses or defenses and see like what teams play. And like I think Tampa Bay and the Browns and the Bills, like both of them don't have to play against the top defenses in the league that much. They were in the lower part. So
we were playing the Chiefs in like the first week. That's gonna be.
I mean, their defense ain't great, but
but their offense is gonna.
That's
up. Jesus
which
Christ.
was great for Jarvis Landry. But you got to light it up too.
Yeah. And who's your last person?
It was Cole Beasley. That was my last.
Tell me, do you have
3?
Jarvis, Cole, and who?
Mike Davis.
Oh, that's right. My bad. All right, guys. So,
you have one more, don't you?
no, mine was like it was like Ayuk, Carter, and then Tom Brady, whatever. So, those are our sleepers. Look out for those guys. We think that they have really good value. But we're gonna stop pussyfooting here. We're gonna do a live mock draft. With 2 different strategies. I will be using what's known as a 0 wide receiver strategy, which is in the first 3 rounds, you do not take any receivers and you try to load up on other positions. Chase will be taking a 0 running back strategy, which is he will take no running backs in the first 3 rounds and load up on other positions. And this is just kind of like a way to show you different drafting strategies and how your teams could possibly look. So we're using the sleeper draft because it's awesome. As you see here, I am pick 4. Chase is pick 10, and we are going to start the draft.
It happens real quick. Look,
So in the first 3 picks, you have Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, which I think is pretty much bang, bang, bang. I agree with all those guys being here. So let me pull up my board. The guys that they have here that I would be thinking about would be like, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, Ezekiel Elliott. I'm kind of sad. I was hoping that one of those guys would actually fall to me here. Since they didn't, I'm still going to go Derrick Henry. I think it's PPR. You know what? I'm going to go Zeke Elliott.
Okay. I actually like the Derrick Henry pick though too.
Yeah, I mean Henry rushed for over 2,000 yards or whatever. He's a monster. I think Zeke is coming back in better shape. He's going to add back Dak Prescott. He should have a really great bounce back year. His line should be more healthy. That they were beaten to shit last year, and so he didn't really have a good year. I think this should be a really good bounce back for him. After me taking Zeke, it went Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, and Saquon Barkley, and then Tyreek Hill.
Which I'm a little upset because I do like Tyreek Hill. I had him last year.
So I have an idea of who you might take here, but go ahead.
Okay, and with the 10th pick, Chase will take Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I like
go
the
ahead.
Last Dance kind of thing going on with him and Aaron Rodgers. There's like,
Oh yeah,
this is it for us, Green Bay. They're just going to go all out. I like it.
yeah.
Plus, living in Green Bay, I think there's a less chance of getting COVID.
Fair enough.
There's less people.
Adams is a lock to be like a top 5 receiver, and now that Aaron Rodgers is actually back, he should be assured to be just great again. I think him or Hill right there. I mean, like, you know. Is obvious, whatever. Who do you take on the backswing? Just for people on the podcast, Travis Kelce went 11, Austin Eckler went 12, DK Metcalf, and then Aaron Jones on the backswing to Chase.
There's 3 people that I would be choosing from is Diggs, Hopkins, and Ridley. I actually like Diggs and Ridley better than Hopkins, even though Hopkins is stud. It just something about him, like he's this year, just kind of throwing me off. So I'm actually gonna go Diggs. First guy off the clock.
Yeah, I like that because Hopkins like threatened to like retire,
or something
over COVID fucking protocols, like a douche. So it went Diggs, which I think is funny because everybody got him last year around 5.
Yeah, that was great.
And it's like people
value.
just assumed he wasn't going to be good anymore, and then he went with Josh Allen, and he was like even better.
Yeah,
like, Jesus Christ, you know. So Diggs definitely was a league winner last year. He's not a secret anymore, and he's definitely going in the first 15 picks.
I think him and Allen were such a surprise last year.
So Chase goes Diggs, and then after him is Hopkins, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, which I was hoping to get back to me, and then George Kittle goes. That's 2 tight ends, and then Patrick Mahomes goes. So it's back on me. Running backs that I would be looking at here are Antonio Gibson, J.K. Dobbins, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm going to go Antonio Gibson. I think he's primed for a breakout year in Washington, and that team will be. The team has a solid defense, and I think there's like a lot of running there.
Also, a very good pick if it was the Dynasty League.
Yeah. He's young. After him is Justin Jefferson, who I had last year in one of my other leagues. He was amazing. And then Calvin Ridley.
I had one of my other leagues, and he was amazing.
Yeah, and then AJ Brown, and then J.K. Dobbins goes, and then on the swing we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire here, Allen Robinson, who is always consistent. I wish that dude had a good quarterback because he would easily be like a top 20, a day like
that's
first
actually
round
like seeing where he went right there that early in the third. I've seen him go a lot later.
Yeah,
there's other wide receivers I see that are getting taken. So,
all right, so
I was kind of hoping he'd fall to me.
So I can go another running back here, but I'm going to go Darren Waller. I think getting one of the 3 best tight ends.
I think it's huge. Yeah,
it's huge. Smart. I mean, like Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Darren Waller are all great. And there's such a drop off once you get past Waller and Kittle. And so being able to lock up, hopefully, a stud at tight end is very exciting. After him, you get Keenan Allen, Josh Jacobs from the Raiders, who I think could have a pretty solid year. And then Josh Allen goes into the round. Damn, it's pretty early there. And then you get Mike Evans, who I'm not a big believer in. I think he's fine, but I don't think he has top 10 potential this year. Miles Sanders, who Chase hates, and
I hate Miles.
And then back on you, who are you going to pair with Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs?
Third round, I'm taking Julio. No, no, I'm not taking Julio. There's a couple of wide receivers there: Julio Jones, Cooper from Dallas, Godwin. But I'm actually going to go with McLaurin.
Yeah,
Washington.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have a big year.
I agree.
like his quarterback too. I mean,
yeah,
he throws the ball. He's got a good ball. It's better than the guy they had last year. So,
I love Terry McLaurin. I think that he was really great last year with really like inconsistent play, and now if it's PPR, he's going to get like 10, 12 targets a game, probably, whatever. So I think that's like a really, really safe pick. And your 3 receivers look pretty great. You have 3 possible like wide receiver ones, basically. Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, and Terry McLaurin.
So now I've done. So now it's time to kind of see what else is out there.
Yeah, maybe.
There are some good running backs if I want to go that way with Chris Carson. I can go quarterback with Kyler Murray. There's Henderson. We, though, do play – actually, let's see. Yeah, I'll go Carson. I like him in Seattle.
Okay. He's very, up and down for me because like he'll have games where he looks like super solid and then other games where he just doesn't get the like work. For everybody who was wondering, after Chase took Terry McLaurin in the third, Swift went from the Lions, and then Montgomery, and then Lamar Jackson on the swing, and then Amari Cooper. Then Chase takes Chris Carson, and then you got Kyle Pitts, who people are just like pushing up. And I think that's just evident that people want him to be good because they want another good tight end.
They need another good tight end.
And then it's Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp. I can never say this guy's names. Eaton from Jacksonville, and then Chris Godwin.
He's actually jumped.
He has jumped. I'm not a super big fan of him, but
I'm also not a big fan of Swift.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just
and now coming back to me, man, do I swing for the fences here? Because now I'm allowed to take receiver, or do I lock up receiver? Because I kind of like Darrell Henderson.
Memphis boy.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of work, and now with Stafford there, I think he could be pretty solid. CeeDee Lamb is there, who I just don't know if I want him as my wide receiver 1. You got DJ Moore, and then we got Robert Woods, who I think could be like really, really solid.
I'm shocked Cooper Kupp got actually drafted before Woods.
Yeah. I'm going to go Robert Woods, and I'm going to hope that Lamb falls to me. Darrell Henderson, Russell Wilson, Kyle Murray, DJ Moore, Gaskin, and Thielen. Sweet. So Lamb does fall to me. Thielen, who I did not want here, and I get to take CeeDee Lamb and swing for the fences and hope that he is. If Lamb hadn't been there, I would have gone Tyler Lockett. I think that he's another like safe pick in that Seattle offense. And then Dak Prescott goes, and then Jamar Chase, Kareem Hunt, Justin Herbert, and we're back on Chase in the 5th round.
Okay, so let's see. I'm looking, and I really do like Mike Davis. I see at like something you got to do when you draft. I'm in the 10 spot, and I look, and 11 and 12 both already have 2 running backs.
Also, I think that's a very good point. Try to pay attention to your board. Like it's like, currently looking, if I was like, team 9 or something or whatever, seeing that Chase has already taken, like 3 receivers, I know that I could maybe wait on like a receiver because Chase might not take one, So pay attention to people like overloading certain positions because you might be able to let a guy slip a little bit and try and get more value.
So I'm going to go with your boy Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk, which is your 4th receiver, which is
we play with 3 wide receivers.
Also
and a fair point. Love to go with
that's
4.
Fair.
And now,
and then James Robinson goes. Mark Andrews, who for some reason people are not as high on. I mean, I'm shocked that he went after Kyle Pitts here.
Didn't he get hurt?
No, he had like a bad cramp or something. I practiced.
Get him some cranberry juice.
Yeah. T. Higgins goes, who I think could have a pretty good year. Then you got Kenny Galladay, who I don't know about him because is Jones going to be good? I don't know, but we'll see how it goes.
And now I'll take Mike Davis.
Okay, so after 6 rounds here, Chase has got Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin as his 3 starting receivers, and then Chris Carson's and Mike Davis as his 2 running back starters, and Brandon Ayuk as his flex. I don't hate it. Then you get Odell Beckham, TJ Hawkinson, Michael Thomas, who knows where it's at with that. Chase Claypool goes, which I'm kind of sad. I was hoping he would get back to me here. And then we have the rookie out of Denver, Williams, who people think will supplant Melvin Gordon sooner rather than later.
That's a gamble, I think.
It is, yeah. And then we're back on me. I'm looking at players here.
You could do it. That's not a bad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just hovering here. So the guys that I'm currently looking at, I only have. So I've gone back to back receivers. I could try to load up on running back here. I really like Chase Edmonds in the PPR format. And I like him as my RB3 here. Aaron Rodgers goes next. Deontay Johnson, who I think could be pretty good. Noah Fant goes. DJ Chark, who I'm not a fan of at all this year. And then you got Smith from the Eagles, who people are getting pretty high on. And then Juju Smith, who I'm also not very high on. And then we come back to me. Looking at players here, Cortland Sutton, I like, but he's questionable. And
it's him and Jerry Jeudy right there.
Him and Jerry Jeudy are back to back.
They don't even know who's going to be the guy there.
I could go Jalen Waddle, who could be a stud for Miami. Let's see here, Trey Sermon. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Waddle. I think he has really good upside as well. That's the only problem here is I'm kind of taking some upside risk here with CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Waddle, even though I think Lamb should be a stud, but Waddle is very hit or miss. If this is Dynasty, I could put him in like a taxi spot or something. But and then after Waddle, we get Fournette, who I'm not really high on. I mean, like him and Jones. And then Cortland Sutton goes, and then Melvin Gordon, and then Tom Brady in round 7, and then Raheem Mostert. And we are back on Chase here in round 7.
Round 7. Ooh. Sorry, the list is a little bit different than the one I'm working on.
Yeah, like I'm using the full PC here, so I can see everything.
I'm gonna jump actually.
Oh, okay.
A little bit, but I need to get a tight end, and there's very few, and I really like Logan Thomas.
Yeah, he had some pretty good games last year, and then I believe he got injured and was out. But see, guys, at this point, once you're past the Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Darren Waller, where those guys are pretty safe to be studs, tight end becomes very like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Really. And so it's just like, do you keep waiting?
It sucks because I love Darren Waller. I had him last year, and unless like you're picking early in the 3rd round, you're not going to get him.
Yeah.
Like I would love to take him in the 3rd round, but he's going to go early.
Yeah.
And
I think in my draft, I'm pick 5, and I've been normally like hitting him there or whatever. Yeah. If he doesn't, I usually go with the next best, like a wide receiver or something, whatever. But I'm cool with getting Darren Waller like in the 3rd.
Oh, back to me again. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now it's time. See, my last pick, I took a tight end. So I really I'm not going to go quarterback here. I need to take something with some upside. This is kind of where you can kind of start gambling a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with, don't really like any of these people, really. This is the hard part of the draft. I'm actually going to go with Brandon Cooks.
Okay.
He is the guy in Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 3 players, like their quarterback. I don't know if he's going to play this year or not, but
I'm kind of shocked you didn't take the Ronald Jones there. I think you had him last year, didn't you?
Who?
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, but I mean,
this is just more of Chase's love for receivers. I wanted Laviska Shenault to fall to me. He did not, and then Robbie Anderson. And then Debo didn't fall, and then Sermon. So who have you got here? I still don't have a quarterback. I could go Stafford here. Let's check and see who else is available. We have Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill. I kind of would rather take Ryan Tannehill here. He's at, let's see where he is, because this is all based on like average.
Now, I would say like
these 3 guys have already got quarterbacks, so maybe Tannehill falls back to me here. So
I would say like I think me and you are the only people left that don't have
sometimes
one.
The computer will be crazy and double take there.
In one of our drafts one year, I think I ended up getting like Derek Carr as my quarterback because like everyone just started taking a second quarterback.
Yeah,
and it was pissing me off.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else value wise. I mean, I'm gonna snag Damian Harris here. He should be the lead back this year for the Patriots. I'm liking that. James White will probably snag some of his catches and stuff, but I think Damian Harris has been proven a lot here. Gronk goes next, who I think is going to be a bust. Dallas Goedert goes. James Conner goes, who I already don't trust. Devin Singletary from Buffalo goes, and then you get Kenyon Drake, and then Tyler Boyd comes back to me. Tannehill does come back, so I will go ahead and snag him in round 9, which I feel pretty good about. And then tight end from Miami goes Gesicki. You get Joe Burrow, who I like Joe Burrow, but coming off of that major injury is tough there. Stafford goes. Tonyan, I like Robert Tonyan. I think if you're waiting for a late tight end, Tonyan has top 8 potential. Maybe higher. I definitely think that he could be really consistent. And then Jalen Hurts goes, and we are back on Chase.
And my love for wide receivers will get me. I'm actually going to roll the dice and take a big game over here. I'm going to take Antonio Brown.
Oh, I don't hate that at all. I don't know why you continue to take receivers with only 2 running backs.
I love
but I actually like Brown better than Cooks. You took Cooks in round 8. I could have been cool with you taking Brown there. I think that him and Tom Brady, both being veterans, they have a pretty good connection. I think he's a safe person if you're getting him as your like wide receiver 4 or so. Same thing, we're talking about liking Jarvis Landry and everything. I think he has the exact same potential there.
Okay, and then my next pick, I will go with. Sorry.
No, you're good. For people wondering, right now my team is I went Ezekiel Elliott in the 1st, Antonio Gibson in the 2nd, Darren Waller in the 3rd, Robert Woods 4, CeeDee Lamb in the 5th, Chase Edmonds 6th, Jalen Waddle in the 7th, Damian Harris, and then Ryan Tannehill. All of my starters are accounted for besides kicker and defense, but that does not mean that I'm all of a sudden going to start going after kicker and defense. You should wait on those. There are definitely some higher tier kickers that you might want to maybe aim for around 13 or something or whatever, I guess. But normally I just stream kickers, and I usually stream my defenses.
I am also going to take another tight end. I like Higbee.
You bastard! I was going to take him.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I like Higbee.
Especially you're fine with Waller, but I need to. I feel like you almost have to take 2 tight ends and try to find one that hits if you don't get one of the top 3 or 4.
I like Higbee more than Thomas here, actually, whatever.
Oh, really?
I think that he has really great potential with the Rams, with Stafford. I think that him and Tanyan, if you're waiting, I think are both really, really good options. Coming back to me, it went Pittman, who might be pretty good for the Colts receiver. Then you get Zach Moss, who I like for the Bills, actually. You get A.J. Dillon. And then our first defense goes off the board with the Washington football team. And then you get Marquise Hollywood Brown. And then back to me. We are in round 10. Looking at guys here. I kind of like a few of these dudes here. Mike Williams is here. Curtis Samuel is here. I currently have 3 receivers, 3 running backs. I'm going to go with I'm going to go Mike Williams with the Chargers and hope that another guy falls me on the back. Wow. Justin Tucker goes. Pittsburgh Steelers go. Harrison Butker goes. Curtis Samuel goes, who I was looking at. But I'm going to take a younger dude here that I think has some. Oh, wow. There's actually 2 here. You've got Darnell Mooney, who has been moving up boards, and you have Ruggs, who's also coming into year 2, who's kind of like a little bit of a disappointment for the Raiders, I think, in the first year.
He's just a home run kind of.
Yeah. So either one of these guys I'm totally cool with.
Like Ruggs is the kind of guy like you want to really display on bye weeks and just hope that's like the week he gets that 60, 70 yard touchdown.
Justin Fields is also here, who I do not hate taking, but I just don't want to take him in round 11. I feel like I still have like other value elsewhere. So I'm going to go with Ruggs. You know what? I'm going to go with Mooney. Oh, crap. Wrong button. There we go. With them moving on from Anthony Miller and Kevin White, I think Darnell Mooney can move into the wide receiver 2. And eventually, if Justin Fields ever gets going, I feel like he could be a pretty good play here and there. You get Neaton Hines going, who might have a couple like a pretty good games. Michael Gallup goes. The Bucs defense goes. Trey Lance goes. And then the Rams defense goes. So we're getting like a little bit of a run on defenses here. And then back to Chase. Still only has 2 running backs with Chris Carson and Mike Davis. He's gonna be hitting the waiver wire, hoping to find somebody.
I'll make trades. I have so many wide receivers.
He's so weird, man.
I'm gonna go with Tony Pollard. Actually,
okay, yeah.
Right here.
I don't hate that.
Memphis boy.
And then after that, we've got Letterman from Baltimore, EJ Moore from the Jets, Justin Fields goes, Baker goes, and then we're back on Chase.
Okay, I will go with.
He's gonna take his boy. I can already see it.
My boy, who's my boy? There's so many, so I can wait on that. I'm shocked. Like usually drafts kind of don't go like this, where everyone's already taking backup QBs.
It's weird. Yeah, these guys are just,
So,
just
like,
taking quarterbacks. Oh, you don't have a quarterback still.
No, I don't. So I will wait.
Your team's gonna. I guess. Yeah, what's the point now?
Yeah.
You can't even get Baker Mayfield, who's like maybe like the 15th best or something.
I'm gonna go with McKissick,
Okay.
running back, Washington.
JD McKissick. And then we got Michael Hardman. I thought you were gonna go Ruggs there. And you got
I already have 6 wide receivers. I'm good.
Gus Edwards, Evan Ingram, Hunter Henry, and then back to me. Deshaun Watson's there and Matt Ryan. Devontae Parker's also here. I like Jonnu Smith. I'm thinking about maybe snagging him. T.Y. Hilton's here. We're in round 12. I think I can wait till next round before I snag a kicker. I'm gonna go with Jonnu Smith. I think he could be pretty good for the Patriots. He's a really good pass
He's
catcher.
a little injured right now.
He is, which I've got Darren Waller, so
No, yeah.
I don't need to worry about him really. And then we are here in round 13. I'm gonna take. I know I shouldn't take a kicker this early. It's fucking stupid, but I'm gonna take Young Hoku just because he has a really cool name, and you can't lose having him. So.
No.
He's just great. And then I start a run on kickers, apparently. I didn't even see fucking Russell Gage there. God damn it.
Yeah, I like him a lot too.
I would have, guys, I apologize. I would have taken Russell Gage. I did not see him there. So Devontae Parker goes. Matt Prater goes. Jason Sanders goes. And then Bass goes. So just like kicker here. It goes to Chase.
I'm actually going to go a defense, and I'm going to take the Browns.
The Browns,
defense.
okay.
I
feel
actually
like
love
you're
y'all's
doing
defense.
that just to troll me there.
No, y'all's defense is really good, and your schedule is favorable this year.
And then the Bills goes, who I kind of like the like Bills a little better than us. And then Mason Crosby goes. I can't believe he's still been playing, and he's back with the Packers. Jesus Christ. You got Moore from Arizona. I don't know. Trotman. I haven't even heard of that tight end before. Jesus, this guy's just. He took Travis Kelce and then he took Trotman. Back on Chase.
I'm gonna go. God, the quarterbacks really went.
Yeah,
So that's really the downfall of my team right now. Is I just don't have.
You should probably take a 7th wide receiver. I think that'll help out.
I should take Cage.
you should take Kirk Cousins. Hey, you're like boys there.
Who?
The Cole Beasley.
Colby. See, I should take him. I will go. Let's see. This is so bad. Really is bad.
So you have to take a kicker and a quarterback. So
I'm gonna go. I wish I could see. Like right now, I would do a little bit more research and know who's
take,
playing who's week
Tua here.
one. I was like, if I knew who was playing like the Jets or something week
Yeah.
one, that'd be who I'm going for. I'm gonna go with Tua.
yeah, Tua Tagovailoa. Zach Ertz
Hopefully-
goes, Colts go. Oh, I was hoping that like Marvin Jones or Aguilar would follow me. Damn, they both went. Son of a bitch. Maybe I should take Cole Beasley just to spite you.
I was gonna say I do like Aguilar this year. He was kind of a surprise for the Raiders last year.
No, I mean, I think that he's in a great spot with the Patriots. I think he will end up being one of their best weapons, probably. He just injured normally. I'll go with, I guess I'll take Cole Beasley here. I think that's pretty solid.
You don't want Jared Cook?
I've already got Tavis Murray goes, Jared Cook goes, St. Brown from the.
I used to always be hype on the Jared Cook train. Like I remember one year I
Yeah.
took him first week, he put up like 30 points. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then he never scored over 30 points the rest of the season.
And I'll go with the Broncos. I feel like they have a
They
pretty.
get an easy schedule. So
Yeah, I think their like first game is really easy.
I mean, they got to play Kansas City twice. So.
I forget who it is, but yeah. And then after the Broncos is the Patriots. We got Myers, the kicker for the Seahawks. Austin Hooper goes. Hubbard goes for Carolina. Booker goes for the Giants. And then whoever Chase is going to take. And then we're going to break down and look at our teams. And you guys let us know who you think you liked more based on these two strategies.
Right now,
I'm going to
I'm gonna
assume
go.
mine because you didn't have a quarterback until like the very end here.
I really like the tight end and
Right.
stuff.
All right, so we're going to look at. All right, so I've got Ryan Tannehill, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Gibson, Robert Woods, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle, Darren Waller, Chase Edmonds, Young Hoku, and the Denver Broncos defense as my starters. Getting to my bench, you've got Damian Harris, Mike Williams, Darnell Mooney, Jonnu Smith, and Cole Beasley. Let's look at Chase has got. I wish I could just look at your like specific. Here we go. Wrong button. Oh my God, stop it. How do I?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Nothing. I got it. Chase has got Tua Tagovailoa, Chris Carson, Mike Davis, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin, Logan Thomas, Brandon Ayuk, Greg Zuerlein, the Browns defense, and then he's got Brandon Cooks, Antonio Brown, Tyler Higbee, Tony Pollard, and J.D. McKissick. You definitely have great receivers.
I do.
You have great receivers.
I can make some moves. I really hate the idea of these computer ones. They do take backup QBs that usually don't happen very often, or at least not as early as they started taking backup QBs.
Yeah. Let's look at. So,
I would have been happy with the Matthew Stafford or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, your quarterback play is not great, and then your running backs are a little I mean, they're very could be good. We'll see, but Adams, McLaurin, and Diggs is awesome. I mean, I love that. So
I'm wondering almost in your draft, I'm 7. I'm kind of curious of taking Travis Kelce because there's really just
the guy that took Travis Kelce in the first round. Yeah. He ended up with Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift as his running backs, and then Amari Cooper is his first receiver, and then he's got James Robinson, who I don't know what's going on with that running back core with him and the rookie. Yeah. And then he got Kenny Galladay, and then he got Jarvis Landry in the 7th, which I do not like in the 7th.
So what could he have done? He could have, instead of doing Aaron Jones, he could have got Aaron Jones is good. I like Aaron Jones here. So he comes back, and when he takes DeAndre Swift, you still got David Montgomery, who I'm fine with Swift over. I like Montgomery
really
over Swift.
And then he takes. Let's see here. So he could have done
instead of.
I mean, that running back pick is fine. I think coming back to Amari Cooper. I like Amari Cooper over the other guys who were here. So I think both those are fine. He comes back to James Robinson, which I don't know. I think it's fine. Then he's got Trevor Lawrence as his quarterback, which I do not like. And then he takes Corey Davis, which I think Corey Davis could be okay for the Jets. He finally had a good year for the Titans, and then he immediately cashed in on that. He goes up there. We'll see how Zach Wilson uses him. I know in his first, their first game together, he had 4 or 5 catches. And then Will Fuller, I think, is a little banged up right now, but that should be fine.
Miami.
Yeah, and then I don't know why he also took Baker Mayfield here, I guess, but it's the computer. So. Yeah, guys,
this is why you mock draft. Though.
Exactly. Sleeper is a great tool. We're actually doing our first ever league, and that will be for the Dynasty. Which, if you guys are interested, I might record that and throw that up to see whatever how you guys feel about like a live draft. But mock draft. I've done 14 already, and I try to do different types of strategy. Don't just take the same guys over and over again. Try to change up. I mean, if you're used to going. In the first round, back, whatever, change up and take a Travis Kelce and see if your team looks better. I personally don't like when I take a tight end in the first 2 rounds. I feel like there's so much value in the first 2 rounds, and then I look back up and I'm like, I got George Kittle, but I could have had Justin Jefferson or something, or
The problem is if you don't get one of those guys, then
I know,
you're just stuck. And you're I don't know.
That's kind of why I like taking Darren Waller in the 3rd round, because I feel like I've already gotten 2 cowbell running backs, and then I could cheat a little bit and take a Darren Waller there, and then start hitting my other players and stuff. But if Waller's gone, then I'm probably going to get the best receiver there, unless Clyde Edwards-Helaire falls to me a 3rd, and then I'll just go back and just go nail it there or whatever.
And then he says that until the 2nd week, and he's like, "Hey, I'll trade you Clyde Edwards."
Hey, I have been better since year 6. I've been good on trades, but now I'm scared because in the Dynasty you can trade picks. I'm scared. I'm gonna just throw away my future. I'm gonna and take it.
Drew's gonna one time trade I'll give you 3 first round picks, and then he's like, "By the way, the league is over. I end this."
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So, what happens if you did that? If you're like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be in it next year."
Yeah. So
and then you're like, "Well, we can't find someone who wants your team that you trade away 3 first round picks."
It's I'm excited because it's the first you get to have the same team, and you get to build up your actual franchise, and it's you can trade your picks and hold back on rookies and trade. I'm excited. It's going to be great or whatever. Hopefully the league stays together. I wish that we had started our 8-year one, with that way, like, it's this ongoing thing or whatever, because sometimes like I feel great. Like, like I drafted Allen Robinson like in round 10 one year and that was his first like breakout year. And I was like, I would love to have him going forward. This would be amazing, it sucks because you can like, I drafted like, Lamar Jackson, like as like the last pick, even though I got rid of him, but just the idea that I could have held on to him and then he's a stud, whatever. It makes you feel good about, actually like doing your work.
Did you hold on to him?
To Jackson? No,
you just, because you dropped him.
I did. I drafted him and I drafted Kyler Murray. And I dropped the wrong one. So that was.
I mean, Kyler Murray was fine.
He was fine. He was fine. He was not Lamar Jackson that year. Lamar Jackson was the fucking cheat code in like his first year. So it was
Michael
awful.
Vick and like Madden.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll
talk about a little what if.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's gonna be like a few things that we're talking about or whatever and stuff.
They came out with a new internals or whatever
trailer. Yes, I will be doing a trailer react for that, so be on the lookout for that as well. And D&D stuff, which I don't know if people care about or whatever, but like there's all types of stuff on the like horizon here. So just be on the lookout for everything. Thanks for letting us talk about. You're so far back here.
I think my head's flat because like, I don't really look like this.
You're like in the green screen. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. So thank you so much for letting us talk about fantasy football. Hopefully, you are a champion. I won 2 of my leagues last year, but not the one I actually care about, which fucking sucks. I will never
win playoffs, though, didn't he?
Not last year. No, because even though I had the second highest points, I had the highest against. I had such a brutal schedule and then injuries. I just could not get back on track or whatever. Sucked. But Chip's team was fucking amazing. Yeah, so it would not have mattered.
I mean, he had Diggs and Allen, didn't he?
It was ridiculous. Him and Cheesy were the 2 most dominant teams, and Chip beat the crap out of him. I mean, like he scored like 210 to like 160 or something. I'm like, I mean, like 160 would get you a win 9 out of 10 weeks or whatever. And it was just nuts. He got crushed. It was insane. Guys, so thank you so much. Let us know what you thought about our picks. Let us know what your sleepers are. And until next time,
see you.